Hey BookTube! Today I wanted to make a video going over the book subscription boxes that I'm currently subscribed to and go over some of the pros and cons and maybe try to narrow down my number of subscriptions. So let's jump right into the video. So at the moment, as I said, I am subscribed to 4 different book boxes. 3 are monthly, 1 is quarterly. I currently have the Allurial monthly subscription, the Owlcrate Adult Fantasy monthly subscription, and the Moonlight Book Box monthly subscription. And then the quarterly that I am subscribed to is the Owlcrate Quarterly Romantasy. Now, I subscribed to Allurial back in September, I believe, and I got off the Owlcrate waitlist in October. I got off both of those waitlists in October, and I got off of the Moonlight Book Box waitlist in November. So it is December as I'm filming this. I haven't been subscribed to any of these for a significantly long period of time, but I kind of, I got that first subscription and then I got off these 3 waitlists in pretty quick succession. So at the moment, I am still subscribed to all 4. I told myself that I would allow myself to keep the subscriptions through the month of December because December is my birthday month. So I thought, as a little birthday gift to myself, you can keep all the subs, and then in January, you should probably try to put a pause on or unsubscribe to at least 1. So I've got my little notes here. I've also got 3 different books, 1 book from each subscription so that we can compare. And we are going to dive right in, starting with Allurial. So, in my opinion, Allurial has 2 very, very big pros. One is that if you pick only 1 book, it is very cheap. It is $27.99 per month for your book and for shipping, which compared to a lot of other book subscription services, that is a really good deal. So the other big pro to Allurial is that you get to actually choose your books. At the beginning of every month, they send you a little email that has the 3 titles available for the month, and you can pick 1, 2, or 3, all of those books. So I really like that they give you the option to look at the different titles because you're going to be able to pick something that most likely you are going to enjoy. I also like that there is an option to add that 2nd or 3rd book to your box and be able to get multiple books. That being said, adding another book to your box is $19.99, which for a special edition, special edition with the sprayed edges and the nice end papers and the dust jacket, that is a pretty good price. But, if you pick all 3 books, that rapidly, adds up to being about $70 in 1 month. So that is definitely something to think about with Allurial. I will say, in my opinion, and I'm going to grab the book right now, in my opinion, the biggest con about Allurial is the biggest drawback is their plain hardcovers. So their hardcovers typically have foiling, and then they'll have the title, publisher, author name, and the logo on the side, and then just the logo on the front, which I will say the rest of the book, stunning. You've got the gorgeous sprayed edge, you've got the beautiful dust jacket. This is Our Vicious Oaths by Emmy Davenport. In the case of this particular book, you have this gorgeous full color map as the end paper, which I think is just so stunning. But yeah, I think the biggest drawback to Allurial is probably that, the logo is very visible on your cover, and then the plain hardcover has just the logo without any special hardcover art. So with that being said, I will say I feel like Allurial has stepped up their game in the time that I've been subscribed. I know that this month for December, one of the picks is actually a new release. So for Allurial subscribers, you'll get to access and read the book as soon as it gets shipped to you, whereas it doesn't come out for the general public until December 30th. That book is We Who Will Die by Stasia Stark, and that is one of the books that I picked this month. I let myself pick 2. But that is definitely a big pro, that they are kind of leveling things up. I know that last month with The Sacred Space Between, that was the first like special dust jacket that they've had made, which I think is really, really cool. So yeah, I definitely do like that they're kind of stepping their game up as they go along. I would say the last big pro, the last, really cool thing about Allurial is that there is no wait list. I am about 99% sure that you could go on their website right now and immediately become a subscriber, which I think is super cool because a lot of the other book boxes do have super long wait lists. I mean, I have been on like the Fairy Loot wait list for at least 6 months, and from what I've read, I will probably be on that wait list for about another year before I even get offered a subscription. So that is another great thing about Allurial. Next up, we will talk about Owlcrate. Now, I have 2 Owlcrate subs, the quarterly romantasy and the monthly adult fantasy. For the quarterly romantasy, I will say there's almost no cons for me. I love that you just get 4 stunning books a year. Romantasy is my favorite genre. I love that with Owlcrate's books, they kind of have everything. This is actually the adult fantasy pick for October. It's Red City by Marie Lu, but they have the sprayed edge. This one has a built-in bookmark, has this gorgeous end paper art, gorgeous cover art, beautiful reversible dust jacket, which, all of these things are things that I absolutely love to see in a special edition. Like, I mean, are you kidding me? This book is just so, so stunning. And I like that with the quarterly, you're still getting 4 beautiful special edition books, but because it is quarterly, you're not being charged every single month. So it is a nice option for, a good way to get a special edition book and these exclusive special editions without having to break the bank and pay every month. So now we'll talk about the Owlcrate Adult Fantasy, which so far, this is the only book that I have received from the Owlcrate Adult Fantasy yet. This was their October pick. There is currently the shipping for the November boxes has been delayed. I think I already said this, but I am filming this. It's December 2nd today when I'm filming this. And on the Owlcrate site, it does currently say that they do not know when the shipping date will be because books are tied up at customs. So, I get that things are out of their control, but I will say I did not receive the October pick until November. So it seems like for adult fantasy, in my opinion, one of the bigger drawbacks is that the shipping is slow. Like, so far, even though I haven't been subscribed for very long, it seems like you will get your pick of the month after. Yeah, you get what I'm saying. You know what I mean. You're picking up what I'm putting down. But yeah, so it seems like the slow shipping for that is going to be the biggest drawback for this subscription. I will say their books are absolutely stunning. I love that they work with small artists. I think that is really cool and super important. And one of the other things I'll say about these boxes is they are a little bit more on the expensive side. I believe they're $35 before the cost of shipping, and I believe my total for the end of every month per sub ends up being about $41 with shipping. So, last but certainly not least, we will talk about Moonlight Bookbox. Now, Moonlight Bookbox, I have wanted to be a subscriber since I started Book Talk and discovered them. I started Book Talk back in May, saw some of their gorgeous special editions, and I believe I put myself on the waitlist sometime in the summer. And what really sparked my interest in becoming a subscriber to them was this book right here, which is the special edition of Bitten and Bound by Amy Penza. I saw this come out over the summer. I was like so jealous of everybody who is a subscriber at that point because I wanted that book so bad. it was being sold resale for like $120 to like $200. So they did an overstock sale, and thankfully I was able to get my hands on a copy of the book. So I was still on the wait list for a while after that. And then in November, I was taken off the wait list. So currently, I have their November pick, which is What Blooms from Death by S.M. Gaither. It has this stunning foiled hardcover, and this is just the hardcover art, which that is the one thing I will say about Moonlight Book Box is it is just the hardcover art, which, I mean, they make some of the most stunning hardcovers I have ever seen. I mean, I absolutely love this with the character art and the foiling and just the all, from the front to the back. This book is really, really beautiful. Also has this stunning sprayed edge here that you can see, but that is something that, I mean, for me personally, it's not a deal breaker because I love hardcover art so much. But for some people, I know some people really do like to have dust jackets on their books, so that just is something to keep in mind. But is the subscription box that I had wanted to be subscribed to for the longest amount of time. I just think that everything they do is so, so stunning. Also, their books do tend to have overlays as well. Typically, it's just one overlay at some point in the book. Let me see if I can try to find it for you. There it is. Gorgeous. So yeah, their books typically do have like one gorgeous overlay at some point in the book. Wow, it's done. But yeah, the lack of dust jacket, I feel like there are some people who would not enjoy that. But yeah, I don't know. Also, Moonlight's price point is pretty similar to Owl Crate's. I believe it's that same 35 before shipping, and then with shipping, the box ends up being about $41. So, yeah, those are all the book subscription services that I am currently subscribed to. So, those are all the book subscription services that I am currently a subscriber for. I will say I am pretty sure I'm going to keep the Owl Crate Romantasy, and I'm going to keep Moonlight Book Box just because Moonlight was the one I'd wanted to subscribe to for the longest, and the quarterly Romantasy, because it's only 4 times a year, it feels like less of an impact on my wallet and on my budget. And also, Romantasy is my favorite genre of all time. So I think that is, I think those are some good reasons for me to keep those book boxes. I think I'm really trying to decide between Allurial and the Owl Crate adult fantasy. And I'm just not sure because, I think they both have different picks, even though it's kind of similar genres, and then there are things that I like and dislike about each of those subscriptions. I think with the Owl Crate books, I just love that, there is that hardcover art and that it's not so heavily branded the way that Allurial is. But at the same time, I like that Allurial is a bit more affordable, and I like that you do get to choose your book and you can choose more than one. So I just don't really know. Let me know in the comments which subscriptions you would choose and which ones you would stay subscribed to. If you were me and were in this little predicament here. I'm just not really sure what I want to do because, I really, really do love all of the subscriptions. If any of these companies happen to be seeing any of this, if any of you want to sponsor me, I'll make a video every month with the subscriptions. But yeah, I don't know. I just really love all of these subs, and I just kind of wanted to come on here and talk about them because I do think that special edition books are awesome. As you can maybe tell, I am definitely a collector, so you know, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I know it was a little bit little bit long and a little bit rambly for a topic that I don't know if anyone but me cares about, but here we are. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope that you enjoyed the video. I hope that I will see you guys back for more videos this Bookmas. I think this will probably be Bookmas number 1, and we will see what other videos I can get out the rest of this month. So thank you guys for watching again. I hope that you enjoyed the video. Leave a comment down below if you did. Definitely subscribe, like, and I hope that I'll see you in the next one. Bye!